Alright, so now I'm going to show you some of the project panel options to help us within Premiere, because we know how to work this and make things customizable and easier for us to use. So currently we are in, this is called thumbnail view. Let's see, we have like thumbnails of what's in our project panel. I prefer to work in list view, which is down here. So click on list view, and this way I can click on the arrow beside a bin, and a bin is just another name for a folder, but Premiere calls them bins. So on the folder for Chick-fil-A footage, I can click on that, and inside that is the stream folder. Then here are all our video files. This icon here signifies a video file. It has the video, the film strip behind it. It's kind of hard to see. Doesn't matter if I zoom in or not. And then the green represents audio. And see, when I put in this car crash sound effect, notice the icon next to it is just the audio icon. Okay? So when it has both icons, it has video and audio. Also, you notice that it color codes. Premiere color codes default. So this blue means it says video and audio. Green is just audio. All right. We can change the color of something by right-clicking, label. So let's say you're going through these clips and you're like, you know what, clip number 13 I didn't like, but we may use it. So I'm going to change the color. I right-clicked on it with the label and change it to rose. Okay, so now it's rose. Bins are default colored yellow. If we want to change that, we can do so as well. Let's see here. If you want to find something, like you've labeled something, like I would suggest, let me see here. If I was to say this is fight scene, okay. So you can label your clips by clicking on the actual name. And here's the thing about Premiere, it's very particular. You have to click where you want it to be. You can't just click in the random area and it will work. Click once, click twice on the name, clip 10, and hit return. Alright, so then if I wanted to find, so now I'm searching for fight, and it's going to pull up my fight scene clip. So it's a great organizational tool when you have lots of clips and you want to go in and organize your things. It'll streamline your editing process and make things easier. Of course, that's up to you. I'm not going to force you to be organized, although I highly suggest it. So I'm going to X out of here. I'm going to Command Z. Command Z will undo, and I undid the names. Also want to undo the color. There we go. Hitting Command Z. I'm going to go back to icon view, because if you want to be in icon view, that's fine. This will zoom in and out. And of course, if you want to make your project panel larger, you can stretch it out and make it as big as you want. Okay. Same thing here. You can tell this has audio. This is clearly as a video, because if you put your mouse over it, it's called a scrubbable icon. When I move my mouse from left to right, it's showing me what's actually in the clip. And this little guy means it contains linked audio. It means the audio and video are linked together. If you want to make a new bin or a new folder, you click on this button, new bin, and it tells us there's nothing in there. Whenever we start making titles, it'll be under new item, this icon down here, and that will enable us to make a new sequence, a new title, anything like that. And then the trash can is just that. So I want to get rid of this new bin, click and drag it down to the trash can. Or if I want to get rid of this car crash, I click on it and hit the trash can. See you. So like I said, I prefer to be in list view because I enjoy seeing the colors. I can see more on my screen. One thing I do want us to do is in list view is to take the media duration right here and click it and drag it over. And this tells us how long our clips are. So I know that clip number 3 is for 3 seconds and 15 frames. Clip 2 is 41 seconds and no frames. And this is important when we're working with video. The frame rate. Typical standard frame rate for videos is 30 seconds per frame. Although these 29.97 is your standard frame rate per second. That means there are 30 frames per second. When we shot this Chick-fil-A footage, we shot it at 60 frames per second, or 59.94. That's an adjustable setting on the camera. So the reason you need to know that is so when you're looking at these frames, you're looking at them, 27 seconds and 15 frames. That's how long the video is. Whereas this one is 3 minutes, 9 seconds, and 57 frames. Alright. That's how we set up. I want you to drag media duration over. We can see the frame rate. Drag this down a little more. If you want, you can customize that however you want. Again, if you prefer to work in icon view, double click on it. Alright. This also shows us duration. 3 seconds, 15 frames, 9 seconds, 15 frames, 10 seconds even. If you want to go back, you hit this up arrow. It takes you back to your project right here. So this is the project panel. I'm trying to think. That's all I wanted to show you. I prefer to be in list view, like I said. Media duration, I can easily see my stuff. And I'm going to delete this one, as well as delete this. And so now the next video, I'll show you how to start editing.